It's a full-blown war between India Alliance partners, the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, that too just ahead of the Delhi Assembly polls. Chief Minister Atishi has alleged that the Bharatiya Janata Party is funding candidates of Congress, Sandeep Dikshit and Farhad Suri for the Assembly elections. She says that the Aam Aadmi Party will talk to other parties of the India bloc to remove Congress from the alliance. That is, if it does not take action against Delhi Congress leader Ajay Maken. This after the Congress treasurer Ajay Maken said that the alliance with Aam Aadmi Party was a mistake and that Kejriwal is an anti-national. Maken has also released a 12-point white paper to highlight the unfulfilled promises of the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi. In fact, the Youth Congress has even filed a complaint against Arvind Kejriwal, accusing him of misleading and deceiving the public with promises of non-existent welfare schemes. But Aam Aadmi Party's senior leader Sanjay Singh has hit back, alleging that the Congress is doing all things that will help the Bharatiya Janata Party in the Assembly election of Delhi, also implying that the grand old party is B team to BJP. Remember, the prime challenge before the India Alliance has been about how to survive beyond fighting polls and coordination for parliament sessions and have a defined leadership which meets regularly to emerge as a political ideological counter to BJP. That was the problem so far. But with the recent furor between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, with AAP all set to oust Congress from the bloc, everybody is asking, is this the end of the India Alliance? So in a news conference, Delhi Chief Minister Atishi and Aam Aadmi Party's Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh made some serious allegations against the Congress. Let me also take you through those sensational charges. Charge number one was that the Aam Aadmi Party has launched a scathing attack on the Congress party. They've alleged that the grand old party is hand in glove with the BJP. The second charge is Delhi Chief Minister Atishi and Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh accused Congress leaders Ajay Maken and Sandeep Dikshit of targeting Aam Aadmi Party instead of focusing on the BJP, as they claim that they are reading BJP script. Now, the third charge is that the Aam Aadmi Party has also alleged Congress has allowed the BJP to have a say in its candidate selection process, implying that BJP has been involved in deciding Congress's electoral strategies. The fourth charge is that Atishi has in fact accused the Congress of making arrangements with the BJP for Delhi elections. And the fifth is, which was in fact sharpening the attack, Aam Aadmi Party also accused Congress of colluding with the BJP for the upcoming Delhi Assembly polls to harm the prospects of Arvind Kejriwal-led party. After AAP levelled all these allegations that the BJP is funding Congress leaders, Congress candidates who they accuse of being funded by the BJP, that is Farhad Suri and Sandeep Dikshit, the son of late Sheila Dikshit, have in fact hit back at the ruling party in Delhi. Farhad Suri, Congress's Jangpura candidate, has hit back at Aam Aadmi Party. He's accused the party of making baseless and frivolous allegations as a defensive tactic because the party is facing a losing streak in elections, is what he's claiming. And stepping up the attack, he also alleged that Arvind Kejriwal has a history of lying and apologizing. He further calls the allegations made by the Delhi Chief Minister a reflection of her own frustration. Another Congress candidate, Sandeep Dikshit, is throwing his weight behind Farhad Suri. He is accused Aam Aadmi Party of secretly helping BJP in elections, possibly through vote splitting or by deliberately weakening the Congress party's position in key areas. Now, Sandeep Dikshit, who has been fielded against Arvind Kejriwal, the former Delhi Chief Minister, is the real enemy of Delhiites, is what Sandeep Dikshit is maintaining. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party is the Union Territories ruling party for the last 3 terms in Delhi, as we all know. Remember, in 2008 Delhi Assembly elections, Congress won a clear majority, securing 43 seats. BJP had lagged behind the Congress with 23 seats. This was the first election after the formation of the Aam Aadmi Party in 2012, so AAP did not even contest in 2008. But remember, it was the year 2013 that proved to be a turning point for the political calculus of the national capital. In the year 2013, AAP made an impressive debut, securing 28 seats. It was their debut and they still managed that, finishing just behind BJP, which was at 38 seats, and significantly reducing Congress's hold in Delhi. Despite being a new party, AAP formed a minority government with outside support from Congress marking the beginning of its political dominance. While Congress suffered a massive loss, winning only 8 seats, while BJP emerged as the largest party but won without a majority. AAP has secured a historic victory in 2015 and winning 67 out of 70 seats, an overwhelming 95% of its victory rate. This election marked a decisive blow to both BJP and Congress, with BJP and Congress failing to make a significant impact in the assembly elections. Congress, which ruled the national capital for 15 years till December 2013, was reduced to zero. BJP secured just 3 seats, while Congress was completely wiped out, failing to win any seats in this election. And in 2020 Delhi Assembly elections, AAP maintained its stronghold, winning 62 seats out of 70, securing a dominant position once again. BJP, despite a strong campaign again, fell short of gaining a substantial number of seats, securing only 8. Considering the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi Assembly election back in 2015 and 2020, it's tough to assume that any alliance, in fact, can oust Aam Aadmi Party from power. But we will be debating if this is the end of India Alliance, and will Delhi polls in fact implode this alliance that is known as India. We'll delve deep into this in just a bit.
नेशनल पार्टी इस पूरे षड्यंत्र में दिल्ली कांग्रेस यूनिट के साथ नहीं है, तो वो दिल्ली कांग्रेस यूनिट के नेताओं पर एक्शन ले, ये हमारी डिमांड है।
अजय माकन वही काम करते हैं जो उनको बीजेपी वाले कहते हैं। उनके गाइड जो हैं वो बीजेपी वाले हैं, उन्हीं के हिसाब से चलते हैं।
Aam Aadmi Party very clearly is scared today. I'm 100% sure that they are not winning this election, and their biggest fear is the Congress coming to power, which is why they're really so scared in Delhi.
ये इंडी गठबंधन के रूप में साथ में चुनाव लड़े थे। अब साफ दिखाई पड़ता है कि इस तथाकथित मोहब्बत की दुकान के जितने भी किरदार थे, एक दूसरे के खिलाफ कितने नफरती और जहर भुजी बातें अपने दिल में रखे हुए।
All right, on that note, let me introduce our esteemed panelists today. I'm joined in by Mr. Tuhin Sinha, who's the national spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ms. Anjali Rai, who's the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Harishankar Gupta, who's the spokesperson for the Congress Party, Advaita Kala, who's the author and columnist. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. In fact, I'd quickly like to ask you, Anjali Rai, what's the proof that the BJP is funding a Farhad Suri or even a Sandeep Dikshit? Is there any evidence to back that claim?
Akanksha, first of all, I would like to say that I'm really disheartened to hear the statements made by Congress Party. Both of us are partners of India Alliance, and they said that Kejriwal ji is anti-national. All of us are aware that Kejriwal ji was very well settled while working in Indian Revenue Services, but suddenly one day he gave up his career, he resigned. And for what? For working in JJ clusters for the upliftment of downtrodden people. And such a person who is so unselfish, who is so giving, can he be anti-national? And if he is anti-national, then why did Congress request him to campaign for them in Delhi and Punjab? And after all this, when we asked Congress Party to help us in mayor election in Delhi, they refused, they walked out of the house. They never helped us. In Haryana also, they called names of our party leaders, but we didn't react. We didn't say anything. But I think they should abstain from such an act. they should abstain from making such statements because it's going to damage both the parties.
All right.
And the India alliance
No,
also.
it already has damaged your alliance, let me
Yeah.
tell you that. But that's why I want to ask you, Anjali Rai, is
Yeah.
this a tit for tat politics that because these, offensive terms were used for Arvind Kejriwal by an Ajay Makan, that is why Atishi and Sanjay Singh went against the Congress party and hurled those allegations without any evidence in hand?
No, I think we were getting all these news from our sources earlier than these statements were made. And if Atishi ji is making some statements, she must be having some sources. She must be having some reasons. Otherwise, nobody can make all these claims without any source.
All right, Harishankar Gupta, if I could quickly bring you in. This is a sensational allegation, one that in fact questions the mere reputation, not just the reputation, but the own ethics of your party when senior leaders like a Farhad Suri and in fact a Sandeep Dixit, who we all know is now challenging the Aam Aadmi Party. Many are seeing the reflection of the late Sheila Dixit ji, as he is also the son of the former Delhi Chief Minister. What does one make of such allegations, especially when no evidence has been, provided at that sensational press conference that was addressed in the afternoon today?
Akanksha, allow me please to speak in Hindi.
जी जरूर.
देखिए, ये जो एलिगेशंस आज उन्होंने लगाए हैं, वे मतलब हैं, अनर्थ है, वो कोई एलिगेशन का कोई मायने नहीं है. क्यों दो कैंडिडेट को सेग्रीगेट क्यों किया गया, संदीप दीक्षित को, फरहाद सूरी को? पूरी पार्टी के ऊपर क्यों नहीं एलिगेशन लगा रहे हैं कि भाई बीजेपी ने फंडिंग किया है? कांग्रेस पार्टी में फंड्स की कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. कांग्रेस पार्टी नेशनल पार्टी है. 100 मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हमारे पास में है. कई राज्यों में हमारे पास सरकार है. लगातार हमारे को पार्टी के पास में लगातार फंड, कंटिन्यूअस फंड्स आते हैं. पैसा है हमारे पास में अपने कैंडिडेट को देने के लिए. आप पार्टी के पास कहां से फंड्स आते हैं? आप पार्टी के पास फंड्स कहां से आते हैं? उनके पास क्या सोर्स है? वो चुनाव में पैसा अपने कैंडिडेट को देंगे, कहां से लाकर देंगे? उनको अपने गिरबान में झांकना चाहिए. हमारे ऊपर फंड्स के एलिगेशन लगा रहे हैं. बीजेपी से पैसा क्यों लेंगे? आज देश के अंदर अगर एक पार्टी लड़ रही है बीजेपी से, उसका नाम है कांग्रेस पार्टी. एक नेता लड़ रहा है, उसका नाम है राहुल गांधी. आप पार्टी के पास लड़ने के लिए है क्या?
पर दिल्ली में तो ये नहीं हुआ है ना हरिशंकर गुप्ता जी. उनका कहना यही है कि जो है आतिशी आज कह रही थी कि कभी भी आपने बीजेपी के खिलाफ इस कैंपेनिंग के दौरान आपने कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं फाइल की, पर आपकी यूथ कांग्रेस ने अरविंद केजरीवाल के खिलाफ जरूर कंप्लेंट फाइल कर दी, वो भी उन वेलफेयर स्कीम्स के लिए जो लोगों का भला करना चाहते हैं. उनका कहना तो ये है.
शेरिया जी, बिल्कुल गलत बात है. लगातार हम लोग बोलते रहे हैं कि प्रवेश वर्मा ने जो पैसा बांटा है, खुद टेलीविजन पे 6 डिबेट में कर चुका हूं. लगातार मैंने उनको अक्यूज किया है कि जो पैसा उन्होंने बांटा है, ये वोट खरीदने के लिए दिया गया है. ये लोगों को लुभाने के लिए 1,000 रुपए दिया गया है. बीजेपी का जो फंड है इस इलेक्शन को खर्च करने के लिए कई हजार करोड़
But still, Mr. Gupta, that ED complaint has finally been filed by a Sanjay Singh, not by a Congress leader. I'm going to quickly bring in Tuhin Sinha on that note. Tuhin Sinha, this is a sensational allegation coming in. It also involves your party of funding these people, and of course that Congress is finally team B to the BJP. And not just that, we are seeing day after day claims are being made by the Aam Aadmi Party. Today there is this claim. Yes, till yesterday there were claims which were with regards to the welfare schemes as well. And in fact, Arvind Kejriwal took to X. He said that they have information again. We don't know who these mysterious sources are, that Atishi is going to be arrested, that the BJP is in touch with top central agencies from the ED to CBI income tax. All of them will be conducting raids. How do you respond to these claims?
Good evening, Akansha. Good evening, everybody. The Indy alliance, is crumbling across the country. It's an optical illusion today. And Aam Aadmi Party has always been the biggest scam in political India. So that explains the frustration. The charges which Arvind Kejriwal is leveling of Atishi being, that Atishi will be arrested. You would recall that he was making similar absurd statements throughout the liquor scam. So just because he's scared, today he's making false allegations about Pravesh Verma, today he's making false allegations against Atishi. The fact is, Aam Aadmi Party, if it loses Delhi, is facing an existential crisis similar to the one being faced by Congress Party. Congress Party, on the other hand, is increasingly all of its alliance partners, be it Omar Abdullah, be it Mamata Banerjee, be it Lalu Yadav, are disillusioned with the Congress Party. So both of these parties are equally, in a soup. The Congress and Aam Aadmi Party today are the devil in the deep sea. But having said that, I was very amused with the allegations which Congress Party has made against Sandeep Dixit. Sandeep Dixit apparently is one of the lesser corrupt Congress leaders. He still wants to fight the Aam Aadmi Party. But I just hope he does not bow under pressure from an extremely corrupt top leadership of the Congress Party, which includes Rahul Gandhi and which includes Kharge. It needs to be remembered that even in the liquor scam, the first FIR was filed by the Congress Party, but soon they were pressurized by the top leadership of the Congress Party, which is extremely corrupt, and eventually they had to drive far.
Advaita Kala, if I could just quickly bring you in on the challenges that currently the Congress High Command is facing, particularly Rahul Gandhi with regards to the leadership of the India Alliance. Till now, we were debating about how they will keep the alliance strategy together. Whether it is with having a unified debate or an attack strategy at the parliament, who is going to lead the alliance. We've heard names of the likes of Mamata Banerjee do the rounds. What we are seeing between the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, is this now the last nail to the coffin?
Yes, I think it was an unnatural alliance in the first place, especially in Delhi, because they have the same vote bank and they are catering to the same vote bank. So they've never really been friends. And I think what each side has done is sniffed out the other's weakness. The AAP has never been as weak as it is right now in Delhi. It's facing anti-incumbency, the Liquorgate scam allegations, as well as, not really delivering on the things that they promised to deliver. Arvind Kejriwal's own personal brand has taken a hit with that whole Sheesh Mahal and all of those other things. So, Congress is sensing a weakness as far as AAP is concerned in Delhi. On the other hand, AAP is sensing a
Advaita, go.
Front is concerned. And that's why they're lashing out and saying we'll ask for you to be removed from India Alliance. This is all in context of Mamata Banerjee saying that, or her people saying that she should be the convener. So each one is exploiting the weakness of the other at this present time. And the accusations that they have made, Akanksha calling Arvind Kejriwal anti-national, then saying Ajay Maken and Sandeep Dixit, who are the tallest leaders of the Congress in Delhi, are taking money and are actually working on BJP's orders. These are not accusations you can walk back on very easily. So I think this relationship is really in danger.
Absolutely. Anjali Rai, if I could quickly bring you in, what is in fact leading to, it seems that the confidence level for the Aam Aadmi Party right now has completely been decimated, which is why you're also resorting to the overall alliance strategy. Perhaps if the alliance unity was such a priority, perhaps the top leadership of both the parties could have reached out to each other and made their points clear. But you're talking about ousting the Congress out of the entire alliance, and that's in fact a major claim. What is leading to that anger? A. B. Why I'm saying that you are low on confidence is also because your own authority is being challenged by bureaucrats within the Delhi government, something that was amply evident from the notices that have been issued in the papers.
Akanksha, I think you must be aware that why did Women and Child Department publish that public notice, which they published yesterday, disowning the schemes. Everybody understands why did this happen. Never would it happen anywhere, like in Maharashtra also. BJP introduced this Behna, Ladki Behna scheme, like something like that. And they also filled forms of the women. But no, none of the department of Maharashtra published such a notice disowning the schemes. But here, and whenever such notices are published or any action is being taken, most of the time ministers are made aware of such things. The concerned minister is made aware. But in this case, this happened because services comes under the LG and oblique BJP, and they must have pressurized
Absolutely.
these people,
I'm
some
glad.
officers.
I'm glad you're calling a spade because after the amendment to the Delhi Services Act, we are all aware of what is happening.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
also
And so-
validating. That is exactly what's validating BJP's own claims कि तुम हमें वोट करो, हम तुम्हें डबल इंजन की सरकार देंगे, which is why you are only validating that the Aam Aadmi Party ministers do not have enough power.
Just a minute. They have double engine sarkar in 20 states. उसमें क्या हो गया? We provided dignified life to each and every citizen of Delhi. We gave free bijli, free pani, free bus rides, free health facilities, and free tirth yatras to elderly people. Poorest of poor people were benefited by all these schemes. 24/7 electricity to each and every citizen of Delhi. लेकिन ये सब चीजें तो बीजेपी तो कहीं नहीं कर पाई. They had 20 states. बट कहीं पर भी क्या वो कर पाए? क्या वो इस तरह के स्कूल्स बना पाए? क्या इस तरह की
Tuhin Sinha, I'd quickly like to bring you in on that. I'm sure that everybody is aware of the unfulfilled promises in Punjab, not to forget what we are seeing as far as the water scam is
Akansha.
concerned, the Yamuna, the AQI, the environment. Unfortunately,
Akansha,
no welfare
if-
scheme can cure the AQI, no welfare scheme can clean up the
Akansha,
Yamuna. I'd like to, in fact,
Akansha,
bring in Tuhin. Yes, I've given you time. I've given you time, Anjali. Let me also listen in from Tuhin.
Party could neither provide clean water nor clean air. In fact, 30% of the Delhi children today are suffering from asthma. And they should be ashamed sitting here and talking about freebies. But that's the reality of the Congress party. You know, they've denied Ayushman Bharat cards to 70 plus citizens. Now they say that they are bringing in a new health scheme. What were they doing up to now? You know, how dare Arvind Kejriwal say that a certain Mahila Samman thing has been implemented? Is he not aware of what's going on? You know, forget this clash, forget this, you know, Aam Aadmi Party makes this constant alibi that they have limited powers in Delhi. But if they can't even know whether a scheme is being implemented on the ground or no, and Arvind Kejriwal goes on record claiming that it is in practice, I think Arvind Kejriwal is a huge liar. That is what this entire episode has proven.
Harishankar Gupta, what is giving your party the confidence? Is it that now some of the previous Aam Aadmi Party leaders have quit the party? Some have joined the BJP, some have joined the Congress party. But so far, till just days ago, the talk was that Congress has been relegated to the margins. But suddenly we see this resurgence of a very aggressive strategy. What explains the resurgence of the Congress and what's giving you hope this time around, which will be able to break what's being called so far a direct contest between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP?
श्रेया जी देखिए, आकांक्षा जी देखिए, चुनावी राजनीति के अंदर हार जीत को मैंने नहीं रखती. पब्लिक के जो इश्यूज हैं वो मैंने रखते हैं. और आज दिल्ली की पब्लिक ये समझ रही है कि 15 साल कांग्रेस का शासन और 10 साल केजरीवाल का शासन जो है, उसमें दोनों ने कंपैरिजन किया है, बड़े विस्तार से कंपैरिजन किया है. और कंपैरिजन इस बात के लिए किया है कि जो ये इलेक्शन के टाइम पर फ्रीबीज बांटने का काम केजरीवाल जो करते हैं, रेवड़ी बांटने का काम करते हैं, उनका जीवन सुधर नहीं रहा, उससे दुबर हो रहा है. आज खुद केजरीवाल ने इस बात को माना है. 3 बड़े काम केजरीवाल ने 2 चुनाव में लगातार चिल्ला कर कहे थे कि यमुना मैं साफ करूंगा, पीने का पानी नलके से दूंगा, पीने का पानी, और सड़कें दुरुस्त करूंगा. और इस चुनाव के चलते ही उन्होंने माफी मांगी है, मंचों पर जाकर माफी मांग रहे हैं कि मैं तीनों काम नहीं कर पाया, मुझे माफ करें. आने वाले 5 साल में जब मेरी सरकार बनेगी तो मैं तीनों काम करूंगा. आज एक गरीब आदमी का 4-4 लाख रुपए का पानी का बिल आ रहा है. कहाँ पानी फ्री है? बिजली के बिलों की लूट मची पड़ी हुई.
Anjali Rai, I'm sure you'd like to respond to that. Anjali Rai.
पानी के बिल के लिए केजरीवाल जी ने कहा है कि कोई भी व्यक्ति जिसका ज्यादा बिल आ रहा है वो नहीं देगा, क्योंकि उनको पहली बात ये कि उनको जेल में भेज दिया गया और उसके बाद ये बिल जो है इन्फ्लेटेड आए. उसके लिए उन्होंने साफ कहा है कि किसी को भी ये बिल देने की जरूरत नहीं है. उसके बाद जब वो आएंगे दोबारा पावर में, ये बिल माफ कर दिए जाएंगे.
तो
इसलिए आप
बात बिल की नहीं हो रही है, बात स्वच्छ पानी की हो रही है. कितने लोगों की जान जा रही है ये पानी पीकर, ये एक्सेप्ट करने को तैयार नहीं है. जुलाई के महीने में दिल्ली में फ्लडिंग हुई थी केवल इसलिए क्योंकि 2 छात्रों ने इनको खत लिखा था कि आप इस पर्टिकुलर नाले को साफ कराइए, इन्होंने उस खत पर एक्शन नहीं लिया था। ये एक लापरवाह सरकार है। देखिए, as far as the particular Mahila Samman fiasco is concerned, we are very certain there is more to it than meets the eye. It is probably a data theft scam, the latest scam which Aam Aadmi Party wanted to, perpetrate in the capital, in the long list of scams they already have.
And that is something that even the Congress is maintaining. I'm sure, Mr. Gupta, you will also agree that that the registration for these schemes is only going to lead to data harvestation. That's a claim that even the Congress is making.
गिमिक है ये, आकांक्षा जी, ये गिमिक है। ये कोई सरकार चल रही है जिस सरकार की मुख्यमंत्री की बात उसकी सरकार नहीं मान रही है और उन्होंने उसको खारिज कर दिया कि हमारे यहाँ कोई ऐसी स्कीम नहीं है, और उन्होंने चेतावनी दिया लोगों को कि कृपया इस भ्रम में ना पड़े, इस धोखे में ना पड़े और फॉर्म ना भरे। रद्दी इकट्ठी कर रहे हैं। आज 3 लाख लोगों के दिल्ली में राशन कार्ड के कागज पेंडिंग है और रद्दी इकट्ठी करने वाला काम केजरीवाल ने करवा दिया।
I am sure this kind of discontent has not brewed overnight, Mr. Gupta. The statement that's been made by Ajay Maken, it's reeking of a lot of frustration and anger when he says that the alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party back in the year 2013, which led to 49-day government, that time in itself was the biggest mistake. What
yes,
does
it was a mistake.
Yes, you've answered my question.
Yes, it was a mistake.
Advaita Kala,
Ajay Maken is right
that
to say.
admission itself is a giveaway that it is the end of this alliance.
Of course, alliance in Delhi was never
I think
existing.
yes. I think it's done. Like I
In
said,
the-
they can't
in the-
walk back
in
these
the-
statements, and
in
I think
the-
the answer is very clear. Their national ambitions have not panned out. They have to hold on to Delhi if they have to stay relevant in politics. And for the Congress, like Mr. Gupta just said, it was a big mistake. And I think the Delhi Congress in particular has felt this on a very serious level, but has been unable to exert pressure on the national leadership. But with the Lok Sabha elections now behind us and not coming up again for the next 4 or 5 years, I think even the central leadership is going to say, go at it alone, because Rahul Gandhi seems to prefer that than tying up in these kind of inconvenient friendships for the sake of voters.
Anjali Rai, many are saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is currently, in fact, dwindling in terms of confidence level, especially when it comes to assembly seats where you have the Muslims and the Dalit minorities as well, and that you've not been able to do enough to sort of pacify them, and that is perhaps where the Congress is hoping to make their inroads. I'd like your thoughts on what you've done for the Dalits and for the Muslims.
Akanksha, I don't agree with you that we are losing confidence or we are in dwindling position. Yesterday, what happened? Yesterday, 2 incidents happened. One was the notice published by WCD on behest of BJP. And second thing we saw was Parvesh Verma distributing money to cast vote in favor of BJP. Both these incidents prove that BJP is totally rattled, that they are losing elections. That's why they have stuck to such gimmicks. We are totally confident we are going to all the clusters, we are going to all the areas, and we are getting overwhelming response. We are totally confident that we are going to come into power with thumping majority. This is the BJP who is doing all these gimmicks just to gain some more ground in Delhi. But we are totally confident.
Hari Shankar Gupta, correct me if I am wrong, because we know that 20 constituencies, which have, many of them which have Muslims and Dalits, in fact, were heavily impacted after the Northeast Delhi riots in 2020. Are you not hoping to target them now and bring them into your voter base?
Akanksha ji, this has been traditionally this has been a Congress vote bank, Congress constituencies, but unfortunately our party has been winning those constituencies in the past for the last 2 elections. तो इस बार हमारा फोकस भी वहां पर है, हम लोग पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं और दिल्ली में कांग्रेस का खाता भी खुलेगा और आप देखिएगा बहुत अच्छे तरीके से हम इलेक्शन लड़ने वाले हैं दिल्ली के अंदर। इस समय दिल्ली के अंदर केजरीवाल जैसे कि बाकी लोगों ने कहा है केजरीवाल की हालत बहुत पतली।
पर
केजरीवाल की
हरिशंकर
हालत
जी,
है।
आप ये भी मानते होंगे कि ये जो आज हुआ है, ये पूरा मुद्दा जो चल रहा है, ये सिर्फ दिल्ली इलेक्शन तक सीमित नहीं रहेगा। आज समाजवादी पार्टी के लोग भी कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस को सोच समझ के बोलना चाहिए।
नहीं,
तृणमूल कांग्रेस में कल्याण बैनर्जी तो बोलते ही आ रहे हैं, वो तो पूरे कांग्रेस की, वो पूरी इंडी अलायंस की नींव को क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं।
आकांक्षा जी देखिए, इंडियन अलायंस के अंदर बहुत सारे पार्टनर्स हैं। वेस्ट बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी अकेले चुनाव लड़ती है, कांग्रेस के साथ में कोई अलायंस नहीं होता। पिछले दिनों में लालू प्रसाद यादव जी का जो स्टेटमेंट आया था वो कुछ कांग्रेस के खिलाफ था, लेकिन इंडिया अलायंस को उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। इंडिया अलायंस जो बना था वो बीजेपी के खिलाफ बना था। बीजेपी ने जो देश की दुर्दशा की
पर
है,
आज तो आतिशी ने बोल दिया है कि वो चाहती हैं कि आप लोग अलायंस से बाहर हो जाएं और बाकी अलायंस पार्टनर से भी बात
उनका
करें।
क्या उनका क्या है जो कहेंगी वो? ना उनकी हैसियत है ना उनकी औकात है। खुद फर्जी चीफ मिनिस्टर है वो। कौन चीफ मिनिस्टर
Anjali
मानता है
Rai,
आतिशी को?
Anjali Rai, that is
Please
what
don't
the
use that
Congress
language.
thinks of the Aam Aadmi Party as an alliance partner. Would you ever expect that from an alliance partner?
We never expected such a behavior from Congress party, and the sort of language Harishankar ji is using, I'm sorry to say, but I don't welcome that. उनको इस तरह से आतिशी जी के बारे में, जो कि इस समय मुख्यमंत्री हैं दिल्ली की और महिला हैं, उनके बारे में इस तरह से बातें नहीं करनी चाहिए. And I think that this kind of behavior is going to have repercussions, and they should abstain from all making all such statements.
Tuhin, I'm sure you want to make a point, but how do you respond to allegations that the BJP is exercising its own control, especially with regards to those notices that were issued in the papers yesterday, and that you will stoop to any level?
I've already denied that there is absolutely no truth in it. The truth is that it was a data theft scam being perpetrated by Aam Aadmi Party. But let me make a larger point over here. From what I've heard from the Congress spokesperson and from what I see of Sandeep Dixit and Ajay Maken, it seems to be very clear that the Congress top leadership is forcing the leaders below to have an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party. The leaders per se in the Congress party don't want any alliance, and that only shows that the top leadership of the Congress party has no self-dignity, number one, and number two is extremely corrupt to hide the corruption charges of Aam Aadmi Party for so long.
I see Mr. Harishankar Gupta wants to make a point. Harishankar ji.
देखिए सिन्हा जी, पहले भी आपने गलत भाषा का इस्तेमाल किया, कांग्रेस के खिलाफ करप्ट कह के किया। अपने गिरबान में जाके कितनी करप्शन आप लोग कर रहे हैं। पूरा देश को लूट लिया आप लोगों ने, सब कुछ तो बेच दिया है, अभी कुछ बाकी दूसरों को करप्ट करने के लिए। आप ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं करप्ट की?
करप्शन आपकी
कांग्रेस
पहचान।
पार्टी, कांग्रेस रुक जाइए, कांग्रेस पार्टी में डेमोक्रेसी है। दिल्ली यूनिट के ऊपर छोड़ा है कि जो फैसला आप करेंगे हम मानेंगे उस बात के ऊपर। हमारे ऊपर हाईकमान का कोई प्रेशर नहीं है। हाईकमान को जो दिल्ली यूनिट सलाह देगी वो माना जाएगा। आप लोगों की तरह नहीं है, एक आदमी है उसी की कहने से सारा काम करना है। अडानी और अंबानी कहाँ चला गया? आप अगर अडानी अंबानी ना हो।
हरिशंकर गुप्ता जी, आप एक आदमी की बात कर रहे हैं, वो एक आदमी अलायंस को एकजुट तो रख नहीं पा रहा है।
कौन अलायंस को रख नहीं पा रहा है?
Our honorable leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he is certainly not able to take the alliance together and work.
नहीं, गलत है ये गलत है। ये अलायंस बिल्कुल एक जैसा है। आतिशी के कहने से अलायंस खत्म हो जाएगा। और ये कौन लोग हैं जो हमें अलायंस से बाहर कर देंगे? 100 मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट है, सबसे बड़े पार्टनर है अलायंस के हम लोग। वो कैसे?
अंजलि राय, ये कौन लोग हैं जो अलायंस को तोड़ देंगे? आज ही आतिशी कह रही थी कि वो सारे अलायंस पार्टनर्स से बात करेंगे, तो क्या आर वी आल्सो चैलेंजिंग द स्ट्रेंथ और द से दैट अलायंस पार्टनर्स हैव ओवर हियर, इंक्लूडिंग द टीएमसी एंड से समाजवादी पार्टी?
से आकांक्षा, अगर इस तरह से कुछ होता है तो इट्स आवर ड्यूटी टू कंप्लेन, गो एंड कंप्लेन टू इंडिया अलायंस, and then they should also take notice of all these statements which are totally inappropriate to be made against any partner of India alliance. So it's our right to complain and say that they should be warned, at least that they should not make such statements in future. They should abstain from making such statements. Yeah,
I'm going to quickly refer to what Nishikant Dubey had to say today. He in fact took to X and he's referred to what the Home Minister had to say in the Parliament. He said he had predicted that after the Lok Sabha, the Aam Aadmi Party will be the first party to break this alliance. What is one to make of such a statement today?
Well, with the kind of language which Atishi and Sanjay Singh have used against Congress leaders, I don't think there is any alliance between them. It's an optical illusion, and I am surprised the Congress spokesperson was upset with my language because I called Congress corrupt. That is the identity of the Congress party. Every child in this country knows that.
This is your identity, Mr. Tuhin.
Congress is using.
Kindly understand. देश का बच्चा बच्चा जानता है कि अडानी क्या बिके हुए हैं आप लोग। अडानी का पैसा इस्तेमाल करके अगर नहीं करते तो आज ये बीजेपी सरकार में नहीं होती। आप करप्ट कौन है ये मत सिखाइए आप हमें। आप करप्ट कौन है ये मत सिखाइए हमें। अडानी टेंस ऑफ मनी आपको देता है, चुनाव लड़ते हैं आप लोग, लोगों के घरों में पैसा बांटते हैं।
ना तो अडानी आपको दिल्ली चुनाव जिताएंगे, ना सावरकर आपको जिताएंगे।
अडानी आपको तो जिता रहा है ना, आपको तो जिता रहा है अडानी आपको तो जिता ही रहा है पैसा दे दे के आपको। आपके हर गलत काम के लिए पैसा देता है। हर इलेक्शन में करोड़ों रुपए आपका पकड़ा जाता है। अडानी के यहाँ से ट्रक के ट्रक भरकर पैसे के आपको आते हैं। बात सच्ची है, देश का बच्चा बच्चा जानता है। अडानी के हाथ बिके हुए हैं आप लोग, पूरा सरकार बिकी हुई है अडानी के हाथ
से। भटक रहे हैं।
हाँ, भटक नहीं गया हूँ मैं, आपकी बात पर कह रहा हूँ। बड़ा आसान है किसी को करप्ट कह देना। अपने गिरबान में जाके देखो, पता लगेगा कितने कितने करप्ट हैं आप लोग।
Well, Akansha, the Congress is in a very poor state in Delhi, and I don't have to say anything beyond.
मस्ट भी, आप भी बहुत अच्छी स्टेट में नहीं है। 26 साल से दिल्ली में सरकार में नहीं है, शर्म करना चाहिए आप।
The question also is that if you
26 साल से
are
सरकार में नहीं है दिल्ली में।
Mr. Gupta, let me conduct this debate now.
एक मिनट 26 साल से बीजेपी दिल्ली में सरकार में नहीं है और बड़ा हंस के कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस इज इन अ पुअर स्टेट इन दिल्ली। अरे 15 साल तो हमने सरकार दिल्ली में चलाई है, आप कहां पर है भाई? आप तो खामखा बीच में आ गए बोलने के लिए। 26 साल हो गए आपको और अभी भी लगता नहीं है 5 साल और सरकार बनाने।
तो Sinha, I just want to ask, why isn't there a chief ministerial face from the BJP yet?
BJP.
There are so many state assembly elections which we have fought without a chief minister's face. In fact, most of the times when we are in opposition in a particular state and we go into the elections, we don't name a chief minister. That has been the norm across many elections in the last 10 years. Devendra Fadnavis ji was not the chief minister, was not declared as the chief minister before 2014. Raghuvar Das was not declared as the chief minister before he took over as chief minister of Jharkhand. So it's each state has a different strategy. Going ahead, we are not under any obligation to declare a chief minister's candidate. That's that.
All right, Adwaita, I'd like to close with your thoughts because there's a lot of history that is now being given when you look at the charge of the Congress party being the B team to BJP, because many are referring to Sheila Dikshit's time. They're saying that the BJP deliberately fielded weak candidates like a Kirti Azad or even a Vijay Jolly who would provide a safe passage for Sheila ji's victory. And that is why this time around also, perhaps Tuhin would want to refute that, the BJP is making it a cakewalk for the Congress party or to eat into the Aam Aadmi Party's votes.
I mean, the BJP, I remember one time around when the Prime Minister went to the South somewhere to campaign and people said, what is he going to do next? Fight an MCD election. So the BJP is a very aggressive fighter. They fight every election like it's the last election they're fighting at every level. So I don't see them really backing down on this one because Delhi has been a thorn on their side to have conquered so many states across the country, but been unable to, form government in Delhi is something that has always pinched them. And I think just going by that logic, I think they'll fight this one hard. And as for the India Alliance, it very clearly was not based on any ideological moorings or even a moral mooring. It was basically an alliance against Modi. And now that Modi has vanquished that alliance in the Lok Sabha elections, I don't see it lasting that long. As every state election comes up, you will find a reason for an exit. AAP has found a very good reason for an exit because Congress started it and they called their leader an anti-national, so they found a way out. I think other parties, including RJD, Samajwadi Party, of course, we know what all happened with them. The way they spoke about Akhilesh Yadav personally. So I think it's just a matter of time. We're going to see this dissolve. Maybe they'll come back together again in 2029. But before that, there's a long time to go.
Tuhin, do you think that there's any hope left for the India Alliance? One that was based on a political ideology that was meant to counter your party's own ideology is now fighting for relevance and political ideology within themselves. What is the political ideology of this alliance is something we all wonder.
The Indy Alliance never had an ideology. The only ideology was self-aggrandizement. The only ideology was dividing the country on caste lines. And, that has been exposed. And that is one of the reasons why they have failed miserably in Maharashtra, and before that even in Haryana, where everybody, had assumed that they would win. They lost eventually. So I think, their negative politics stands exposed before the country. As far as BJP is concerned, in the last 3 Lok Sabha elections, BJP has won all 7 seats in Delhi. So we have a very formidable presence in Delhi.
All right.
Yes, freebies was one factor why people voted for Kejriwal. Now people realize that those freebies come for a cost, and that cost is toxic Delhi air. Dirty water in the taps of Delhi, and scams like the Sheesh Mahal scam. So I think people are much wiser today. They will vote out AAP once and for all.
All right. Anjali Rai, how do you respond to allegations coming in from the Congress party that your party is rattled because it is going to lose, which is why you are coming up with allegations like Farhad Suri and Sandeep Dixit being on the payrolls of BJP?
Akanksha, let the results be out, let the election be held, everybody will see. We are going to come back with a thumping majority. We are 100% sure we are going to each and every area, and we are 100% sure that we are coming back.
All right, Mr. Gupta, I'm going to refer to the rumors that are doing the rounds in Jalandhar and Ludhiana. As far as the municipal election is concerned, just to keep the Aam Aadmi Party out, the chatter is that you are also willing to do an alliance with the BJP. Will we see such a similar situation happen in Delhi?
कभी नहीं होगा ये कभी नहीं हो सकता। हमारा सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन देश की राजनीति में अगर है तो वो बीजेपी है, क्योंकि वो देश की दुश्मन है, इसलिए हमारा दुश्मन है। बीजेपी के साथ कोई अलायंस नहीं हो सकता है, कभी नहीं हो सकता है। और जहां तक अभी बात की, काला जी ने बात किया, एंटी नेशनल कहने की बात किया है, जो आदमी अपने आप को खुद को अनार्किस्ट कहता है मंच पर खड़ा होके, उसको एंटी नेशनल कहने में हमें कोई दिक्कत है क्या?
All right, I'll have to leave it at that. I'm sure Delhi will have a winner very soon, but whether or not the Indy Alliance will survive is something we'll have to see in the days ahead. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on Brass Tacks.